Hey everyone, welcome to Love and Life's Journey. I'm Chantel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are new to my channel and you like DIYs on a budget, Dollar Tree DIYs, or just DIYs in general, then be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell and set your notifications so that YouTube will notify you when I upload new videos. So today I have 3 really easy DIY projects for Valentine's, and these are projects that you can put together in very little time, and they are easy on the budget. Most of the items you can get at Dollar Tree, and even if you are not a seasoned crafter, you should be able to put these together pretty easily. For those of you who have been around a while, you may notice that in today's video I have a little bit different camera angle. I'm testing this out to see how I like it and to see how you like it. So let me know in the comments what you think of that, and if you like that, if you're able to see what I'm doing a little easier, that is my goal. So I'm just kind of playing around with that. Anyway, let's not wait any longer. Let's jump right in and get started.
The first project is this romantic love word sign. For this, I will be using one of these wood love signs from Dollar Tree, one bunch of these miniature roses, and I picked these up at Walmart for $1.47. I'll be using some ivory colored chalk paint by Waverly, and also just a light gray colored craft paint. This one is by Apple Barrel and I picked it up at Walmart. I will be using a foam brush and also a smaller paintbrush to paint my sign. And I'll be using my hot glue gun and some glue sticks. First, I'm going to paint my sign with the ivory chalk paint. I started to paint the O, and then I realized that I might want to glue my flowers directly onto the wood to help them adhere better, and so I'm just removing a little bit of the paint here for that purpose, and then I'm just going to paint the rest of my sign. Once my 2 coats of ivory paint are dry, then I'm going to go in with the light gray craft paint and a dry brush, and I'm going to brush on just a little bit of this paint on the edges and in the corners, and then just a little bit on the top side of this, just to give it a little bit of an aged look. But instead of using like a darker color, a black or a brown, I wanted to go with something really soft, so I went with this light gray because I wanted to give it a little bit more of a romantic look. And here is what it looks like once I have the dry brushing all done. You can go as heavy or as light as you want with this. It's just whatever you prefer. Now I'm going to add my flowers, and you want to use small roses, which is why I'm using this bunch that I got from Walmart. You can use some from Dollar Tree, just make sure you find some little small ones. And I'm cutting these off of the stems. I'm not pulling them off because I need to trim them as close to the flower as possible so that they sit nicely on the sign. At first I was just going to use the light pale pink flowers, but I didn't have enough of them and I thought it looked a little too plain, so I'm actually going to use all of the flowers that were on this one floral stem. And I always like to arrange my flowers before I start gluing anything down. That way I can move things around and get it to exactly what I want it to be before anything is permanent. Then I'm just going to secure all of my flowers to my sign using my hot glue gun. And for a little finishing touch, I added this rosebud to the bottom corner of the E. And because I went with a little bit more of a romantic look, I decided to remove that jute twine that was on the back of the sign that it came with and replace it with this pink sheer ribbon that I got at Dollar Tree. I love how versatile this sign is. Now I can hang it on the wall if I like, or because it's wide enough, it will stand on its own if I just want to sit it on a table. I love how this turned out. It's just really soft and pretty and romantic. And the entire project was only about $4 to create. Last year I used this same sign to create this decor piece using some of the characteristics of love from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I will put the link to that video in the description box below. This next project is so simple and it only uses 3 items from Dollar Tree. So for this I used one of these foam hearts. And I'll be using a scarf. This was in the Valentine section, but you could use any of the scarves that you like. And I'll be using one floral stem. These are peonies, but you can use roses or any floral stem that you like. So to start, I'm going to take my scarf and a little bit of hot glue and just secure the end to the back of the foam heart. I totally recommend picking up some of those finger protectors from Dollar Tree and the Crafter's Square for these types of projects because the hot glue will seep through the scarf and burn your finger. Then I'm just going to wrap the scarf all the way around the heart, and I'm doing it pretty tightly so that I don't get kind of too bunchy of a look. And then I'm going to secure that when I get to the end of the scarf, and I'm just making sure that the whole foam heart is covered, and I am leaving the ribbon hanger that was already on the heart. I'm making sure not to wrap that underneath the scarf because I want to still use that to hang up my heart. Then I'm just going to secure that end really tightly with a good amount of hot glue. I think the heart is cute just this way, and you could stop right here, but I decided to add a few flowers to mine. And so I'm just taking 3 of the peonies because they're pretty large flowers, and I'm going to just glue them in a bunch at the top of the heart. And here is the finished heart wreath. So simple, but I think it looks really cute and fun for Valentine's. My last project is this cute braided border chalkboard. For this I am using the heart chalkboard sign from Dollar Tree. And in my after Christmas haul, I picked up these scarves in the Christmas clearance. They were 50 cents each, but they are perfect for Valentine. So I'm going to be using 3 of these. And then I'm going to be using one of the galvanized metal words. This is actually not a word, but I'm using the XOXO for hugs and kisses out of this package that has love, XOXO, and Valentine in it. The first thing I'm going to do is tie my 3 scarves together in a knot at one end. Then I'm going to use some painter's tape and tape that knot down to my table just to secure it, and then I'm going to start braiding my scarves together. Now I didn't do this super tight, but I didn't do it really loose either. I wanted a good size braid, so I didn't braid them too tightly, but I wanted it tight enough so that it was pretty even looking and that it would stay together nicely. Once I have the scarves braided all the way to the end, I'm just going to use a binder clip to clip them together to hold it. You could use a rubber band or hair tie or whatever's handy. I'm going to remove the ribbon that came on this sign. It just doesn't quite go with the colors, so I'm removing it, and I will be replacing it once I'm finished with my sign. So now I'm going to glue the braid around the heart, and I like the chalkboard sign, but I'm not real crazy about the glitter border, so that's why I came up with this way to cover that up, and I think it looks so cute and just adds some really cool texture to this. So I'm just using my hot glue gun, and I am just covering up that red glitter using my braided scarves. Before I completely glue the end of the braid down, I'm going to cut off the knot that we used at the very beginning to tie the scarves together, and then I will secure that end with some hot glue to make sure it doesn't come apart. Then I'm going to continue gluing the braid the rest of the way around the heart. When I get to the end, I'm going to separate the 3 scarves, and I'm going to take the 2 scarves that are on either side and tie them around the middle scarf that's hanging down there. Then I'm going to add some hot glue to that middle scarf and secure it to the knot, and then trim off the excess. Then, because the knot is a little bit floppy, I'm going to secure it to the chalkboard with just a little bit more hot glue. Now, if you like this look, you could leave the ends hanging down, and it doesn't give you much room to write on the chalkboard, but it's cute just the way it is. Or you can finish it off by looping each end around and gluing it behind the bow, just to secure those ends, and then it just looks like you have a big full bow at the top. Next, I'm going to add the little metal accent word, or my XOXO. I'm gluing it to the bottom side edge down by the point of the heart. You could put this anywhere you want. You could put it across the top of the bow. You could put it in the center of the heart if you don't really want to use it as a chalkboard, but just as a sign. And it's just really whatever your preference is. And now I'm going to add a hanger back onto this heart. And actually I'm using the jute twine hanger that I took off of that very first love sign that I did in this video. Might as well reuse it. So I'm just hot gluing it into the holes that are already on this heart. And here it is, all finished. I think it turned out so cute. In fact, I think this one might be my favorite project of the 3 that I did in this video. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, but I just think this one is a lot of fun and I like the uniqueness of the braided edge. So that's it for this video. If you liked these 3 projects, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow. Also be sure to leave me a comment letting me know which project is your favorite, and also if you liked the new camera view of looking straight down on the projects as I work on them. So there they are, my 3 easy DIYs on a budget. These are so cute for Valentine's, and they are quick and easy to make, and they are really inexpensive. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day.